Hey everyone, it's Brittany from The Pretty Plus, and today I'm going to be taking you through my first spread in my new journal. So this is the Leuchttrum, I think is the B5 size with the soft cover, and I am going to be making my introduction page. I got this journal after I had been using a mini, like a very tiny, like 4x4 square journal, and so I am ready to dive into the larger size. I've been deliberating for a while, but I am ready to do it now. This book is over and over, and I got it from the Goodwill. I don't believe that it is meant to be torn apart, but that is just what I'm going to do with it. So sorry for the person who compiled all of this beautiful art, but I'm sure that they would be happy that it's being used in a really fun way. I am going to be using this black and white. It has like computer illustrations on it, and I think that it made me laugh in a way that like I'm trying to do something analog, but I'm still really into the techie computer world, so much so that even when I do analog things, I then go ahead and put it on the internet. So it's a funny juxtaposition to me that I am putting something about computers into this book. I'm using my glue runner. This glue runner is I can't tell you the name of it. It's like Hangly, something like that. I will link everything for you guys that I'm using that I can link, like this big ass glue stick. It's the Glue Stick XL by Darius. But I decided to only do one side of this for my intro page instead of like a full spread, to leave the inside cover free for me to put any stickers on. Now I'm using a favorite pair of scissors of mine that were not good for this instance. The scissors are the Westcott Titanium. They have a sharp nib so that if I'm cutting details or small things, it's easy to do. But if I'm trying to cut a big straight line, not as easy at all. And I actually am terrible at cutting, and I'm so inattentive to details like straight lines that I just annoy myself. I say good enough, and then like later on I had to cut it again, and I still think I need to cut some more off of it. I'll just need to get a different pair of scissors to do it, because this one's not cutting it, no pun intended. But then I decided to use this kind of groovy checker situation as the background, a little pop of color, if you will. And then I am going to be putting pictures of my family. I know a lot of people will do like a picture of themselves. Maybe I'll put a picture of myself in there. I thought about on that opposite side there also like gluing in like a letter to my future self, like an envelope, and putting a letter in there. And maybe I would do a photo of myself on that side. But for my intro page, I wanted to include my family because they're cute. These pictures are cute. And so that's what I decided to do. I don't know why it's taking me so long. I deliberated over every little thing, and I think I need to remind you, as much as I need to remind myself, that junk journaling is meant to be a way to express yourself, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And so the way that I thought about what I should do in this spread, and the amount of time it took me to actually decide to do it and to just start, was a lot. I literally spent a lot of time doing that. But anyway, I was trying to decide between these two photos, and then I think I decided on both of them. So I'm going to put the one of my family hugging in the top corner and leave the beautiful background, the Indianapolis skyline, the pretty fall foliage in there. And I used the glue runner for that because I wanted it to stick really well. And then I am going to painstakingly use these scissors for their intended purpose, which is cutting around tiny areas. And I will cut out my family. every tiny bit by tiny bit. Anyway, back to what I was saying before, because this is going to take a little while. I get into the habit of not doing something because I know it's not going to be the exact right time to be doing it, or the exact right place in my life to be taking it on, when instead I could just start and I could just do it, and it could be messy or it could be incomplete and I'd have to come back and finish it up later, or have to ask someone else for help. But I don't do that. And so my thought process here is, in this journal, and this especially goes for when I'm junk journaling, I would get so held up with waiting until I felt like I had to go in like a sequential order. Like, I did this and then I did this, and I want to junk journal about all of them, but I have to start with the one that is the oldest, that needs the attention. When in reality, I should be able to start anywhere in the journal. It doesn't have to be the next page. So if I want to put a sticky note that says like, this is bookmarked for day 1 and day 2 and day 3, like whatever days I have those for, I can do that. And I can just come back to them. Whichever one is sparking my creativity that day, or I'm thinking about the day and how fun it was, and I want to like spend some time with those memories, I can do that. And so that is my goal with this journal, is to keep going, because I did get that mental block in the middle of the year last year, and I stopped junk. I say last year, it's not, it's the 30th right now. So it's we've still got this year. But anyway, I got my family in there. I got the little cutout in there. And now I'm trying to place some of these fun stickers. Now I was I did some work with Amazon last year. Is it last year? Yeah, last year. And that is when I was really into junk journaling, and I got every little thing that I could possibly get, because I was making a video for each one of them, and Amazon would pay me for the video. And so these sticker packs, I have so many stickers that are like packs like this that are just like random objects. And I have given a lot of them away, but a lot of them I really like, and I think they're so fun. So I'm trying to use some of them. I went through today and just picked some of my favorites out of like the first batch that I was looking at. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start placing these on the page here. I love the blue sunglasses, and I really wanted to put this cow, the black and white, on top of black and white. I thought that would be really fun, kind of like camouflage almost. Yeah, and then the good thing about these stickers is that they are really inexpensive. I'll link them for you as well. But like, you can get a pack for super cheap, and then you can find something in these packs for like every single spread you would want to do. So if you're trying to do junk journaling on a budget, which is possible, it's like the point, but you want some things to put in there to make it feel a little more fancy, these packs are like $3 to $5, and they have like 100 stickers, and they're cute. So you can try that. Otherwise, you don't need much to junk journal. You need a journal, whatever journal you want, some glue or tape, and junk. I would consider this page to not be junk. None of it is. It's all stuff that I sourced specifically for a page like this. But I do like to use found junk as well. So mine junk journals are more like a combo of scrapbooking, memory keeping, and some junk thrown in there. I like the name junk journal though. It makes it feel less like 1990s mom who was in that like junk, the scrapbooking MLM, what was it? Creative Memories or something like that. And more like messy, authentic, whatever. I love this bed one. I love bed. I'm actually gonna get in bed right after I'm done recording this voiceover. That's how much I love bed. I considered putting this cute little picture of my family in there. It was just sticking behind this quote that I found that I had printed out, the quote. And then, yeah, I thought about putting it in there, but I decided not to. But yeah, those were my babies last year. And then the pictures that are on there are from this year. So I almost regret not putting it in there now that I think about it. That's okay. I do love this quote. But yeah, I think this is really fun. I'm going to write in Brit's junk on this side. I have this sticker book that I got for Christmas last year that is alphabets. It's very fun, but a lot of them are a lot bigger than I wanted to use. I like the keys for like keyboard. I'm definitely going to use those, but I also decided to use these like ransom letters, the littler ones, so that I could fit all the words there that I needed to fit. All the letters there, goodness. My only problem is that there's no apostrophe. And so I'm racking my brain this whole time while I'm doing this to try to think of if I have an apostrophe anywhere or comma that I can use. The answer, you'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the thing about this sticker book that I don't love, and it is called Alphabet, so I understand that, but there's like barely any punctuation. And I think punctuation is pretty important. And then there are no numbers. Numbers, surprisingly, are something I reach for a lot to do in spreads. And so I feel like I need to get some number sheets or something. Don't know. I can just write them as well. That works just fine. I'm running out of things to say about this. I feel like I'm going in slow motion. I don't know why. I think I'm really tired. It's really late. Anyway, this is my Traveler's Notebook sticker release, passport size, and I was looking through it desperately trying to find an apostrophe, and I found one. A comma, probably. Technically a comma, but I found it. Ain't that like the Lord? Anyway, I always say that. I'm not a religious person. I need to let you know that. I used to be. That's a different story for a different time. But anyway, I got Brits in there, and now I'm putting junk underneath. I think it's looking so cute. You know, like when you're in the middle of making a spread and you're like, this is not gonna look good. And then you get it done and you're like, oh wow, that actually does look really cute. I decided at this point that I wanted some sparkle. So I'm putting some like stars in the sky, and it doesn't make that much sense because it's not nighttime. But made it fun. And I think that the like shimmery quality of these added some real pizzazz that was lacking. And then I may have added too many. I don't think so. You might think so. But I ended up adding these like North Star looking things. And those are, I believe, from like Pip Sticks. Have you ever gotten the Pip Stickers sheets? And then you just have way too many of the like tiny little ones that are like the background. It's gonna be like the sheet is like a Christmas thing, and there's like stockings, and then there's like 45 stars in the background. I decided to save all of those onto my little passport thing, and now look at me using them. That is called resourcefulness. Also, low-key hoarding, but that is again another story for another time. decided that I needed to add yet some more things, and washi was the thing to do. Now I have a bone to pick. I was just complimenting Pip Stickers, kind of. Is it Pip Stickers or Pip Sticks? It's just Pip Sticks. Anyway, I got this new washi on my Chicago trip over the weekend, and so this was my first time trying to use it, and it gave me hell. It kept ripping and not like coming off cleanly, and so I couldn't get a full piece of washi. It finally got me to a point where I could, and I was not hopeful. I thought this is never going to happen, but it finally did, and it's very cute. I feel so annoyed that I had so much problem with it, because then when it finally got down there, I was like, oh, this is cute. I also love this checkered washi tape. I use it all the time, and I have so many different colors of it. Anyway, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, comment, like, follow along, and you can find me on the internet at The Pretty Plus on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, no Twitter, Threads, and TikTok. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.